Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom for Sportsbook Review. Today we'll be looking back at 2014 through the US Open on the Women's Tour. We'll discuss surprises, moments that shocked us, and key points worth noting for gamblers. Here with me now to discuss this is Alex from Boom Betting Agency. Hi Alex, welcome to the show today.
Hi Nat.
Now 2014 started off with a bang and somewhat of a shocker as Lena and Dominika Cibulkova played for the Australian Open Championship, with Lena winning. Now what are your thoughts?
I was not surprised about Lena winning the Grand Slam. She was in a great form in January and she arrived number 2 in the world with that Grand Slam win. After that she did the semi-finals in Indian Wells and she was the runner-up in Miami where she lost the final to Serena. And after that they started a problem with her knee, very bad injury, and after 8 months she lost a lot of points from the last year that she gathered last year, and she dropped to 6th place in the WTA rankings. I hope she comes back quick from the injury, and I think that in 1 year from now we will see her again in top 5. But a surprise was Cibulkova was the first Slovakian player to arrive in the final of a Grand Slam in all history. So that was the big surprise for everyone. Cibulkova currently number 13 in the world. Her best rank was 10th place in this year in March. I think she might do better than that if she stays in a good shape for a longer period of time, because in my opinion her ups and downs are too obvious in her game.
Now, I know it's early days, but what are you expecting? Are you expecting a similar sort of final in the Australian Open, or we're going to see some new players making their way, or will it be sort of like the top favourites that you see winning next year?
Depends how every player will start the next year. Everyone will come and improve their game. I think that new players will come in the top 10 rankings next year, and I believe that the top 2 will be unchanged. Let's say that Serena will be first and Sharapova will be second in few time, and after that, from third and after, we'll see new faces.
All right. Now, the French Open was full of surprises. The biggest of all, Serena Williams getting dismissed in the second round, Garbiñe Muguruza. Now, Maria Sharapova went on to win her second French Open championship by defeating Simona Halep. Now, were you shocked at the time to see Serena's second round exit?
It was a shocker that time, yes. I don't know what happened to her, but it's like she was not in the mood to play the French Open. You don't catch Serena in a bad shape many times, so if you do, you should take advantage about this. We were discussing in the past that young players are rising in the tops little by little. A very good example is the final that Halep did with Sharapova in the French Open, and the specialists of tennis are saying that that final was the most intense final from the last 20 years in the French Open.
Now, Wimbledon rolled around in late June and we saw Petra Kvitova defeat Eugenie Bouchard for the prestigious championship. Serena Williams again had an early exit, going out in round 3 against Elise Cornet. Now, what was the most memorable moment for you?
The most memorable moment was Serena's enter in the court in the double match with her sister, when after 2 games she exited due to dizziness. A lot of stories were told after that moment and bad words were used about her. But Serena after this moment is looking even more strong, and she's really looking unstoppable at this time. After the Wimbledon, a new start raised. I'm talking about Eugenie Bouchard, a very talented young player, but still with a lot to learn. I think that it doesn't make her good so much publicity. She didn't arrive yet to be Sharapova, but she's approaching at that level. I think that in few years she might pass Sharapova at the winnings from publicity.
Now, the US Open was full of storylines, none more prevalent than Serena Williams' spotty form in Grand Slams as of late. Serena silenced all doubters, though, with a brilliant tournament and masterful final against unlikely opponent Caroline Wozniacki, who'd had herself a rough year in the media. Now, what do you make of how the US Open played out?
Besides Serena, that had a magnificent Grand Slam, as you said, as you great said, she silenced all doubters. US Open was full of surprises. Halep lost in the third round at number 121 in the world Lucic, Baroni. Kvitova had the same bad luck, or better said, bad tournament. Sharapova lost in fourth round with her own weapons with Wozniacki, and another new star was born, Belinda Bencic, a 17-year-old Swiss player, number 33 in the world at this age. She made quarterfinals and she took out two players from the first top 10, Jankovic and Kerber. So after all, we had a great year. We are expecting the final 8 in Singapore in the middle of October, and we are sure that only 3 players are now Serena, Sharapova and Halep. The rest are still fighting for a place. I cannot wait the time that we'll discuss more about this event in details.
Now, looking ahead to the new tennis season, what are you expecting to see? Are we going to see more of Serena Williams, less of Serena Williams, new players emerging? What are you expecting in the new season?
I think that Serena will dominate also next year, and why not another 2-3 years. Sharapova will be more concentrated and more determined to win more titles, and some new stars will rise. We'll see, as I said to you, new faces in the top 10. And why not, like in all the time in WTA, full of surprise matches.
All right, wonderful. Alex is from Boom Betting Agency. For more information about Alex and Boom Betting Agency, check the link in the description below this video. Alex, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for the invitation, Ed.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.